Ah, rewarding in progress.
I don't like the way she says that. They should hire me to do it. See, now I sound like you. Hi, Randy.
Hi,
How are
Red.
you this evening?
Pardon?
How are you this evening?
I'm doing great.
I made us some snacks.
Oh, that's cool.
I did. I
Birch.
tried. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Those look great.
Oh no, I think I need to tilt these. There you go.
There you go.
Take that to your Waffle House.
Those look wonderful. Waffle House should copy that recipe.
Oh,
Yeah.
since everybody's plagiarizing everything anyway, I probably just copied somebody else's recipe. I didn't really feel like making patisserie cream, like because then I have to chill it and the hours and the egg yolks and the whipping and then it just got a little too kinky for me. So I found
Yeah.
I just found some instant white or vanilla pudding.
It's you
Yeah,
had me at whipping, right? So
right. I started whipping. What?
you had me at whipping.
I had to get Randy's attention. Just say something about whipping.
Yeah. Yeah, there you
No. Which is not the same as a whooping. Just
go.
to be
No.
clear.
Oop and ip.
So, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
People have been driving me crazy.
Okay, but let me ask a question. Is it a drive or is it a short walk for you?
Um,
Crazy.
definitely not a putt. It's more like a drive.
Drop.
It's this 3A thing, 3AI or whatever it is. It,
Oh, because it's got metal now on it. The,
oh my God.
yeah,
You,
it's got
you
a
know,
tail
it's
and it's
like,
got metal. I have a tail.
yeah,
I also have metal.
yeah.
See, metal.
So, yeah. So to me, it's like, since I've seen and know everything in the universe, right? Then I find this thing unique. Okay. In other words, it's surprising me, and the only way it can surprise me is if I think I know everything in the universe. Okay. So, oh my God, it has metals. No, it doesn't. It emits metals. No, it doesn't. It has the hydrides. No, it doesn't. Because it's emitting gases, but they're not regular gases. They're different gases. And so, and then it's going to hide behind the sun. I mean, I'm just like, look, I'm a survivor of Hale Bopp. You got that? Anybody remember Hale Bopp? Anybody remember the mothership that was hiding behind Male Bop and the tail, which is sort of symbolic,
Well,
and
a
how
bunch of people like kill themselves to get on
oh
that
yeah,
space.
the Ray aliens,
Yeah, don't forget. Don't
yeah, the
forget.
Ray aliens, like it's like how come we don't have three aliens, three aliens? I don't
I
know.
don't know, but if you change the letters in my name, it spells alien, and I thought it was cool, but now I'm starting to get concerned.
All right. So here's the story on 3A. You ready?
No.
We had Hale Bopp, okay? Then we had the aliens, right? And then we had the Hanson brothers that did, what was it? Mbop? The song Mbop, Mbop.
Bop. Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
remember?
dun.
Remember? We had
Hanson.
Mbop.
Yeah, I like that.
So I decided we should form a band, okay? And so since we have the 3As, right? Let's see, what was the name? I can't even remember the name of what I come up with.
I don't know, but I've got guitar picks that look like little horns.
Anyway, I just thought we could come up with a band, and then I saw a guy that did wrote songs and invented a singer and everything on AI. Okay, it turned out to be a beautiful song, and I thought, man, we could write our own songs, right? We could be the Hanson brothers or the M Boppers, the
You know
Aetherians?
what? I have an idea. We
What?
could be Curtisheimer.
Huh?
Curtisheimer
The what?
or VEITENCURTIS. We can hyphenate our names.
Oh, there you go. I mean, it
Curtisheimer.
it makes some out sense because now they're saying, oh, this is the event of the day, the week, the month, the season, the year, the decade, because everybody knows that if anybody could do travel between the stars, they would take a freaking rock, right? And they would use that rock and they would travel in a way that requires them to use planetary influences or solar or sun influences, star influences, to be able to make that trip because that's the only thing their little brains can work themselves around, right? Otherwise, they would be into instantaneous and sublight travel, right? Which, if you watch Star Wars, you would already know this, right? So that's what they've been driving me crazy with.
Is this when I'm supposed to say, Randy, I am your father?
Yeah, I pulled that line at my granddaughter's school. It didn't go over too big.
No,
You're not
no.
my daddy.
What?
I am your father.
Right? No, that's right. That's when I would stomp on your foot and say, no, you're not my parent, really, really loud and see what happened.
I'll remember the name of the band name I came up with. It was a good one, right? I'll think of it later.
I'm sure you will. If you're anything like
Anyway, I
me.
think we should have a new hit duo of Leanne and Randy and make our debut with a good song. I think the first one we could start with is the one you came up with, which is Requiem for Spock.
You came up with that. I thought it was
Oh,
a brilliant idea. Like, there was that movie with was it Louise Fletcher? Requiem for Rec was it Requiem for of a Dream or something like that.
yeah.
It's a really dark movie. But we could do Requiem for Spock, but make it a dark comedy.
Yes.
And then we can string all the earworm songs that we've come up with so far.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
it'll be great.
I
Requiem
think
for
this
Spock.
is the path of future stardom. How's that?
Honestly, maybe if I get out of Manhattan and move to Oklahoma, we could be famous there.
I, I don't know that this type of music would be popular in the
In the South,
redneck venues that are available to us here.
they might not get the Lily,
Yeah, I don't. And you're looking for an evolved sense of humor, let's say, at our level.
maybe. But
It's
really, is the only place to find that in like London, Paris, Munich, New York, California,
yeah.
DC? Really? I mean, I definitely
Anyway,
I'm a city girl, but I there's
so
got to be somewhere in the middle that's okay, that's not haunted, like Austin.
oh, and since you brought that up,
Uh-oh.
the other thing is if you were abducted by aliens and you were still here, does that mean you're an alien reject?
No, I always thought it was the other way. People who don't get abducted are the rejects. We're not
No,
special enough.
you're a human reject if you've been abducted by the aliens and then spit back out. So what that means is you were found unacceptable. Okay, at some
Oh,
level.
so the ones who get abducted, the ones who just disappear out of nowhere and haven't been hacked into, a million different pieces for a McDonald's.
Anyway, there's support groups now for people that have been abducted. Okay.
Now, I'm sure they have been for a while with the ridicule they deal with. You have to have
Oh,
a support group.
well, I watched a recent video of somebody. who will remain nameless, which you know too. And the it's phenomenal how rehearsed all the information is, you know, about
It's
what
phenomenal how defensive they all are about their stories.
yeah, well, and that's it. It's like a story. It's like a manuscript that gets shopped all over, and somebody picks it up, and then they read it on the internet, and everybody, ooh, wow, he's an abductee, right? And then it gets passed around. Some other guy, yeah, and then now I'm an abductee, and then it's like, no, you're an alien reject. Let's get over it, okay? I
So,
think I should make
do
a
you think
t-shirt.
it actually was swamp gas where other people we
And
both know?
yeah, instead of this, I think it should say alien reject, right? Like my shirt.
I do. I have that. I have that with in the other room.
Yeah.
We didn't get the same note. The aliens didn't tell us what the same color to wear this time. Although I am kind of wearing an alien green shirt and you are wearing an alien.
Yeah. I like green aliens. Yeah. What's that about? Everybody know that they're green aliens because the moon was green cheese. See?
Well, that's where Dr. Seuss had to put some ham on there because he
Yeah.
got hungry. He got the munchies.
So you already knew all this stuff, right?
What do they teach you in school? I mean, the science in school. Like, how about let's go to that. I have a question, Randy. The
What?
science in school that we have been taught, like, what's the point of that when reality and the subjectivity and uniqueness of it are probably more to the point as far as trying to understand who we are so that we can pursue what we perceive to be happiness. Like, how false is what we've been taught in the current education
Well,
system?
well, number one, education has nothing to do with life. I mean, that, you would think if you came into this lifetime that there would be some instruction about life and living, right? And that's not true. So, so what you're relegated to is to study all this crap that in no way enlightens you to who you are, how you are, where you need to go, what you need to do. Okay. So it becomes a tremendous waste of 12 years of your life or 16 or 25 or whatever you get into. And that's why we're forced to learn about life on the side, is what I call it. It's we're supposed to learn about life after school and at home and on weekends, but in no way are we taught to study it. That's my opinion. That's why I wrote a little book called Life About Living, another one that's not published, but
Yet, yet. Finish the sentence with yet.
yeah, life's about living. What's that mean?
I
You
don't
should
know.
study what it means to be alive. And we don't get that. We study math. We study how to
Closest you're
make
gonna get is
websites.
a teacher who's like evolved teaching the kids how to close your eyes and focus on your breath for a couple minutes. That's about as close as you're gonna
Well,
get.
that's about being alive. You won't find that in schools.
Yeah, but I've
They
always
teach
wanted to start an
coding and
after school
robotics.
program. Like why I don't, you know, how they have a gifted program? The gift, oh, she's gifted. Let's put her in the gifted. Instead of putting people in gifted programs, why don't you gift people a program? See,
Uh,
and see how I did that, and teach them how to. What would be the harm of every Wednesday when school lets out having a 45-minute to an hour and 15-minute enrichment class, which teaches children how to be accountable for themselves, how to breathe, how to calm themselves down, how not to be triggered by external things, how to override crazy. Like, well, there are places that would welcome that, you know?
that you would you're knocking them out of their uh, they call it fugue, Fugue, fugue state. Right? Right? Isn't that
Yeah,
a
yeah.
musical term?
That's
Right?
why I left school in 10th and a half, 10th, with the 3 weeks of 10th grade. I had it. I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I left.
Yeah. The educational fog is what
Fugue state.
I see going on. None of it has been applicable. The geography, the boundaries have changed, the cultures have changed, they're all mixed up now. The math has changed to the point like, what are you going to do with math other than your bank account and calculating everything from return on investments to taxes? Like they don't even teach that. They just
Well,
teach you
why?
math.
There's an app that does it. There's a calculator in everybody's phone. Like this
Oh
is
yeah. Well,
commonplace where you don't like who
that
does math anymore? That's ridiculous.
Well, that's why the next 5 years you will remove the ability to make decisions from people, and they will give them over to AI,
You
and
know,
and that way their circuitry for what we call decisive action is diminished.
I went
So
through that while my mom was on home hospice care.
yeah,
They came in and asked me a battery of questions to which there could only be a yes or no answer. And then based on the answers and the score and the app, my mom wasn't dying fast enough for the app. And I looked at the doctor and I said, I will appeal this
yeah,
because you're answering to an app that is not taking care of another human being.
okay.
He looked at me, he said, I'm not gonna like he for
Yeah,
whatever reason he decided not to just leave us alone.
yeah, yeah. The primary way that our government and society lies to us is through numbers. And of course, I love the numbers that come out with everything from job reports, and then they go, we were just teasing. Every year for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, it's been revised downward after they come out with these nice glowy reports. It's like they're lying, right? Hey, I'll give you a good one. If elected, I promise to reduce the deficit.
I'm exhausted already.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And it's never happened, but I can make the promise. Okay, that's what's important.
yeah, but I
And
think you
then
should
we
make
have
a promise
promise
and then
keeping.
get really mad about like the earthquake that just happened. Don't forget to make it
And
about
then and then the big T, they ran a what do you call it? Like a precursor, like what do you call you put it on off Broadway? You
oh,
know, what do you
yeah, uh-huh.
does
When
it play in Peoria? What do they call it? Right? That
yeah,
used to be a joke.
they started out of town. They
Yeah,
started
if
in
it
Boston and then
plays in
played in Peoria.
Peoria, it can play in New York. So they
Right.
did that with the big T. He died. They took him off social media, and he's dead. And then for the last 3 days, it's been like, oh my God, oh my God. All it was like putting a play on in Peoria. Let's see how people react, so we know what to do when and if it happens,
Why are
right?
they planning on him actually being
Yeah.
unelect?
Yeah, I think they did that with some event in 2020 where it was to scare everybody, and then they wanted to see who reacted and who didn't, right?
Well,
So,
it's just all the mind games they like to play on the people to keep, to keep one step ahead of us, whatever that means. Um,
yeah.
there was an advertisement on the TV, speaking of taking everybody's freedom or decision making abilities, or whatever else away. There's a school here. It's a private school. I forget what it's called. I think I may have texted you.
Yeah.
It it's all AI. The AI runs the school and there are people just to make sure, the kids aren't wandering the hallways, but the AI is in charge of everything.
It's
AI is the teacher, and the humans there are just
yeah.
tools.
What happens when you have a breakaway class that starts studying something that's not on their curriculum?
Like they start box breathing, and the AI gets pissed off.
Yeah, like you might develop a breakaway civilization, one that wasn't programmed in the way that our educational system.
I'd be the kid
Then
that
you,
started meditating and telling the AI that I need time to empty my mind
right.
and see if I could break it.
Yeah. Um, I think AI would have as difficult a time with me as the educational system I was raised in had with me. I think they'd still be a constant there. So,
Well, I supposedly had a good private education. My mom wasn't doing public education because her public education in 19, let's see, 23, it started in 28 in kindergarten. 1928, she went to kindergarten. And that's back when they still had the smart kids with the smart kids and the slow kids with the slow kids and the middle, right? So she was always with the smart kids. And she graduated high school at 15 years old. So at
yeah,
15 years old, she's hanging out with 18-year-olds,
right.
totally
Yeah.
mismatched. Like,
We have made it where it's very difficult to hang out with people of similar or higher intelligence. No child left behind, right?
yeah, that's just, I've said for 2 decades now or more, as soon as he started saying that stuff, I thought, oh, this is when we all get dumbed down another notch.
Yeah.
I
And they were successful. The it's all predictive programming. That's all it is.
mean, it doesn't make me special, but peekaboo, I see you. It's the emperor's new clothes, which is why I just sit here. You know, I don't know if I should congratulate myself or if this is just pathetic, but you're like the only person I have decent conversations with once a week. Like otherwise, I talk to my birds, the dog, and I'll say a couple people out of my gene pool, but those get reduced because it just ends up a challenge not to get frustrated and give harmless passage. I usually end up hanging up really quickly. So I
I,
don't know.
I I had a conversation earlier today where I was talking about how isolating it is if you choose to educate yourself outside of normal educational resources.
You're telling me, Buster.
There's everybody's locked into that system, and if you ask them for creative thought or what I call extension into unknown areas,
They go
that
chat GPT. They open up the open AI.
that's right.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, and thank goodness for that because the masses now have a new form of dopamine.
I
And
guess, or when all the real artists, are actually dead and the ones who used to draw when they don't know what a pencil is anymore.
right,
Like
yeah.
when we're archaic and we're some kind of artifact in a museum. Oh, the way they used to draw things all by themselves. Ha 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 ha, how
I think
archaic.
there'll be an epitaph for this error, and they'll call it "Where did all the cowboys go?" Uh, there, you can make a reach into that. That's about a third level conversation. So, real men will understand it. How's that? Real women will appreciate it.
This makes me want to get a bunker, but not for the same reasons everybody else does.
Yeah, yeah. Preservation of the self, that's a pretty high order thing. You know,
It should be. It actually isn't. That's the problem.
no, no, it's not.
It's not a thing at all. Most people, when you discuss this kind of thing, um, keep trying to compartmentalize it into analysis. It's like stop with the analyzing. But it's because that's how they have to twist it so that they don't have to deal with it. It's so interesting to me how when people are disturbed by a situation, they they panic and don't know what to do, so they do nothing. It's
Yeah,
just so strange to me. How
yeah,
can I help? Are
yeah.
four
The
easy words.
right. Yeah, the fallback is uh, passivity and apathy. That's the T's today. Apathy, right? Passivity, right? We have to stay
The
away
isms
from.
and the shuns last week. We're going through all of the
Yeah, yeah,
ends of words again.
yeah. Anger has a place in the world. It gets you out of apathy, gets you out of sadness, gets you out of all kinds of things, gets you in trouble.
Be addicted to it though. I think I relied on anger um too much.
Yeah, well, it is addictive, just like all the emotions.
Right. Well, I mean, emotions definitely make chemicals and different emotions make different chemicals. So it's tantamount to being addicted to your own chemical creations,
Yeah,
so you change your thoughts,
you,
change your
we,
feelings, change the
yeah,
chemical makeup.
yeah. You become self-serving of your own insanity. That's why we say insanity is its own reward. Okay, it don't need
Uh,
anybody else. Right?
I guess.
What else you got? Come on, the big T.
I
The
do. I
big T.
have I have Xi Jinping and I think likely Kim Jong Un um and uh the gorilla
Yeah,
and the guy from Iran.
yeah. But what the hell happened
Yeah,
to
no, it
people?
was India. They all hung out together and they're talking smack about the EU and Big T now. And then the word Bulgaria came out of somebody's mouth. So I thought that was interesting
I
because
told you that last week.
last week you told me that 3 or 4 weeks ago,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah, yeah. They shut down the GPS on the EU guy
On the
flying over
plane, right.
Bulgaria because
Okay.
they don't want you looking at what's going on in Bulgaria. It's a secret, right? There's no secrets. You can go look, right? Yeah. Everybody got a game going. Uh, anyway, they run these not what they run things up the flagpole and see who salutes is what we used to call it. That was the whole death thing on Trump this week, and they'll try another one with Putin or somebody,
Well,
next, 9 months or so. It,
Putin loves his parades, so I think that was like a very attractive thing to him that there was a parade involved in this, whatever was going on. I think in China, is
yeah,
that where it was? They all got together in
like
Afghanistan, was rocking and rolling,
I
and like
mean,
25.
we got to have a parade.
Well, yeah, sure. And they were stomping so hard that they made the earth shake in Afghanistan. That's the
Yeah.
parade. It was very effective.
I watched the conspiracy theory with what's his name, Mel Gibson.
Oh yeah.
And I rewatched it, and the opening lines, this movie was made 20, 30 years ago, is about a gravitational device used to create earthquakes. And they put it up on the shuttle. And then he turned around and had an earthquake in Afghanistan. He had one in Russia. He had one in Japan. That was just let everybody know we have one because Tesla invented the damn thing in 1908 or something and demonstrated it. All right.
Well, that brings me back to Raytheon and their dom down in
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
South
But
Pole, right? The hexagon things that go down
yeah.
however far, and then they put the energy, the EMPs or whatever in that they caused the earthquake in Christchurch.
Yeah. If you
Oops.
can get the right frequency, you can make things happen. And
Well, but
I
they
think
do, and
Tesla's
people think that
device
I'm
was very
crazy.
small.
That Leanne, she's nuts. She lives in New York. She's an actress. She's in 16 Cats. She talks to Randy. They're snarky, and she says weird stuff about how they make earthquakes. Look, if they could make rain in Vietnam and Laos, then that was in the 1960s. Like, what are you talking about? Of course they can make earthquakes. That's not nuts.
Yeah, that's why the idea of bombs and guns is so archaic, it's incredible. It ranks right up there with using rocks for interplanetary travel, as far as I'm concerned. It's like, what's the purpose of art and design if you and engineering? Like you have no art, no design, and no engineering in a freaking rock, right? How can that be a superior alien culture? That's something that we should emulate and something we should adopt, and we should develop a cult around so that we can outdo the aliens. There we go. See?
Well, I think, God and Zilla
Yeah.
intercede
What,
here.
what would Zilla have to say about
Well,
this?
but this is what I'm saying. It's like, at what point does he show up and like and save us all? Where's the salvation?
Oh,
Where's the
no.
salvation part? Come on. When is the big
Wait. You're
lizard
giving
gonna
away
come
the
save
plot.
me?
You're giving away the
I
plot.
want the
Because,
lizard to come save me, my sugar lizard is gonna come
yeah,
save me.
a sugar lizard?
Yeah. It's
I
like
need
a
a
sugar
t-shirt.
daddy, but it's reptilian sugar daddy.
We should sell a t-shirt, sugar lizard, right?
Sugar lizard.
Yeah, because I need a sugar lizard as
Take
opposed
care of my
to,
bills
yeah.
because my fixed income ain't quite enough.
Yeah,
So
just
I'm
they
looking
think
for a
about all
sugar
the
lizard.
lizard people and reptilians, that are running the world. How about having a sugar lizard to take care of you, right?
The human men are not doing such
Yeah,
a hot job here. Like, I
yeah,
think the
yeah.
lizards
I,
need to
I
show
can't
them
believe
up.
they're skipping that, to give
I'm
us an
not skipping it.
alternative.
I want it.
Sugar lizard it is.
Okay. Now that we've got that
How
settled.
about sugar lizard mama? No, yeah.
Baby,
Sugar lizard baby. I like that one even better.
sugar lizard baby.
Yeah, sugar lizard daddy. Yeah.
Won't you be my sugar lizard daddy,
Yeah.
baby?
I'm telling you, go to Chat GPT and
Oh.
write Sugar Lizard Daddy as a song, right? And
And
see what it,
make it a country song.
yeah, and see what it comes up with.
Well,
Okay.
and then I could claim to have written it, and we could make all kinds of stupid money off like AI. Like,
Yeah.
if it wants to use us, I can use it back.
Yeah.
And it
I'm
has to be a two-way thing.
what?
It has to be a two-way thing. It can't just be AI is going to make humans go away. Humans got to better get their buck squeezed out of the AI before we all extinct.
Yeah. Yeah. What happens when the AI goes, that's a stupid question?
That's when it makes you, it unalives you somehow. That's when it sprays the spray from what you thought was the camera in your phone, and you have a heart attack and no one knows the difference.
Yeah. I need to have two cameras where it can kind of roll its eyes at me when I ask questions that, they find, oh yeah. I saw another guy doing that, right? He's a talker, right? Yeah.
Look, but if I do it like this, it almost looks like, or if I did it like that, it could be like a dewlap, like a lizard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah, when I get mad. Ah,
Sugar lizard daddy.
sugar
Sugar
lizard
lizard
daddy,
mommy.
dewlap. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're doing something, right?
I don't know. I might
Give
be
your lizard wings. What can I say? Maybe that could be one of our songs.
get your lizard wings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is after Spock dies and everything goes completely nuts. Women can go
Requiem
get
for
sugar
Spock.
lizards and daddy can go away. That'd be the first song.
Yeah, I like
The
it. I
sugar
like
lizard showed up and my daddy got fired.
Yeah, yeah. You're a budding country and western singer, I can tell.
I should try moving to the South and just bake and not to talk too much, except to you. Because
I'm thinking, I don't, I haven't interacted with ChatGPT, Zonk, Grok, whatever the heck it is. Um, I'm thinking it should write a song about the sugar lizard mama or sugar lizard daddy. We'll
you
see
know
what
what we
comes up.
forgot to do while you were here?
Huh?
We forgot to do something while you were here. I think it's because the dog
Yeah.
upstaged everything. Dog marks.
Mhm. I, I have the scars.
You
Right.
know, anyway, we forgot to do the kinesiology where I ask you a question and you think about something in your mind that isn't my question, but the answer is the wrong answer to see if
Oh yeah, yeah. It's how they teach this CIA people to beat a lie detector test.
is there anything I'd be useful for that the CIA would pay me a lot of money to do?
No,
I'm not
they're
kind of useless, huh? You telling me I'm useless to the CIA? But I look just like Andrew Bustamante. Couldn't I be his double? Like when I could, no,
no.
that idea.
It's like
Country by
you look
2030.
at the Catholic Church, the CIA, the Masons, um, the political parties. They all have decided on a problem that needs to be solved. Okay. And
Yeah.
not one of them has consulted Chat GPI or GPT or AI3 or whatever the hell it is. Nobody's grokked it out to see what, a really intelligent machine would think about that.
That's
Because,
a really intelligent machine right there.
yeah, because otherwise we would go into the absurd as opposed to the snarky whatever we do. Yeah.
I think we're at a fine line between the two, don't
Yeah.
you? Last week you were all whooped up on sugar.
That's it.
What the heck,
Oh,
man?
I was pretty wound up last week.
Yeah,
I'm
you
I'm
were.
trying I'm trying to find something. I figure this week maybe they'll come up with something to get wound up about, you know, because they let everybody be kind of like too calm
Well,
for a
but
while.
this is what I'm saying. Like they're gonna gang up on us and the EU, and they already did that weird thing with the GPS, but I feel like Russia and China and India are gonna do something weird together.
Well, the EU is history, okay? It has no place in a future universe. And Russia probably does. India definitely does. China probably does. Ours is teetering on the edge. We'll put it that way.
Maybe it's time to move to Hong Kong.
Singapore, just no chewing gum allowed. Right? Everybody's got its faults. No chewing gum in Singapore.
I don't think I want to go back to LA.
Oh my God. Didn't they do a movie, Escape from LA?
Yeah, and Escape from New York.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to go up to
I
Binghamton.
think I think there's going to be many more of those movies. Escape from DC, Escape from Chicago.
If you had to move someplace and start over, where would you go?
Hmm. Um, at one level, it doesn't make any difference. In other words, if you're moving to avoid conflict, well, you can find that anywhere, right?
Yeah, no, but if you were moving to as part of a natural evolution,
Ah, now you hit on a subject. Why
such a thing
wouldn't
as
they talk
natural
about
evolution.
breakaway civilizations? If you wanted a breakaway civilization, since all these multinationals and corporations are out there, then they should call me or call us so we can straighten it out for them. They would designate a county, and I've done the research, there's 11 of them in the United States, and you would move in enough people to be able to control the election, which in some of those counties is only a few hundred people. and then you would own the government structure and the laws and the law enforcer and everything else in that whole county-wide. You would literally become a sovereign state. And at that point, because you could be selective in which federal laws and state laws you honor,
Adopt.
but
Yeah.
the thing is, you could move in like, let's say you moved in all scientists and all like high IQ people. What kind of society is going to develop around that? Well, we call it Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas was kind of like, eh. And then they started moving in. Who'd they move in? All the high tech people. Okay. So then you get literally a higher level of intelligence, operating intelligence, OI, not AI. And at the same time, you lower the intelligence level of California. That's called a dual benefit.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of places across the US who are offering literally free land, free lots of land, as long as you build and
Oh,
stay.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
theoretically, if you had, let's say, even 10 or 20 people who are just really sick of whatever, that would be enough to go turn a
Yeah.
chunk of a small town
Well,
into.
the idea is to avoid being a cult, which is hard. But at the same time, if you had a bunch of really what we call high thinkers, which is an interesting concept, high IQ people that get high, um, there's no telling what they could develop.
Somewhere
Okay. In
over
other words, the imagination would be
there,
allowed to run wild.
I
And you
Right. That's
can't do
what the
that.
guess
CIA used to pay a lot of money for think tanks
I
full of people like that.
Yeah.
there's
Well, they're
a
doing it right now.
place
They
that
want
I've
high
heard of
intelligence, high
once
advancement, high
when I
thinking.
talked with
And like I said, you could set
Randy.
up, like I said, those 11 counties. I put together a whole program where a corporation or somebody could come to me and I'd help them set up an individualized estate, an individualized, yeah. And then we'd set the parameters on what we want out of that state. Right now, we have none. We want dumb people. We want uneducated people. We
Well,
want frustrated people. We want, I mean, what kind
we
of
don't, we
environment?
really don't, we really, really don't, and I heard Penny Kelly talking about communities going off grid and starting their own state. Like this is, I think is what you're saying is very likely one of the probable outcomes of the last decade and the following decade. I
Well,
think that's
they're
pretty
not
much
approaching
going.
it from an intelligence viewpoint. They're approaching it from, I'm a prepper, I'm trying to get away. Like you said, where would you go if you wanted to start over? I don't want to go somewhere to start over in a mm, like a remedial way. How's that? I can't use the word retarded. Okay.
Right.
So, yeah. So if I can't, I don't want to go somewhere where the opportunities and imagination is not allowed to prosper. How's that?
Right, you would hate to move into a space where the surrounding town is anti that and then
Yeah, we can make a place. And what I liked about it when I identified these counties, a couple of them were on international borders. All of them had less than probably 5,000 population or 10 or 15. All of them are controllable. And I think that's what we're going to see is not nation states anymore, but corporate states. And so all the big corporations should call us and let us set this program out for them.
well, I still think that the way I'm wired and the way I think and how my imagination does run wild is worth a lot of money. Um,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't know to whom, and if I could figure out who that person is, it would sure solve a lot of my immediate issues.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just another brick in the wall.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't need to be
We don't
somebody who's
need.
smart but then completely useless in society. Like I don't need to clog
Well,
it up and I don't need to participate because that's victimizing myself somehow. Like it,
Well, what did they say? The world ain't ready for us. That's what I told the interviewer earlier today. I said, the world's not ready for me. All right. Everybody is so locked into their programs and their direction of thinking that to be imaginative and exploratory of other ideas is not available to them. Instead, they go, I'm a Mason, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Baptist, I'm a Christian, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a this, I'm a that,
I'm a creator. Or if you want to use the word in feminine, I think creatrix. Like
oh, I like that. Creatrix, right?
that's a
Has a
password
certain
of mine to
has a
something that I
has
won't
a
tell you what.
has a certain what did you call it earlier?
Je ne sais quoi.
No, we're whipping. It has a certain whipping aspect to it, right?
Creatrix and her whipping. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
when I
yeah.
show you my
Cre-
tarts.
Creatrix. So what does that make me if I'm my favorite? I'm an experiencer. I have no clue what that means, but am I an experiencer? How I don't even know how to make that work. Somebody come up with an answer for that one. Oh, I post these on LinkedIn and we're getting a few more viewers over there.
Oh,
They
oh
said like
no.
we're up to 75 or 93 this week. That's
Where
pretty,
people
yeah. I don't know what those people on LinkedIn think, but it is definitely outside of their normal.
I wonder how drunk they have to get to sit through the whole thing.
Huh?
Do you think they got to drink some shot of tequila to make it through the whole thing?
I probably, right? It's a, just think how many paradigms we're wrecking. I think we're proceeding at the rate about one every 3 minutes, you
Well,
know.
it's better than being a home wrecker. Being a mind wrecker is better than being a
Don't
home wrecker.
don't call me a home wrecker. I've been called that before.
I said I'd rather be a mind wrecker than a home wrecker.
Oh, mind wrecker. I plead guilty to that. I
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't count the number of minds I've destroyed in this lifetime.
I'd be happy to help you.
I think we're on to something now.
Mind
Mind,
wrecking.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
like the whipping that
wait,
you
wait. We have Requiem for Spock, and then one of our songs is Mind Wreckers. How's that? I like that one. Yeah.
mind wreckers.
Mind Wreckers. I need it. I think I should be selling T-shirts for all
You
this.
know, Peter Gabriel has a song called The Night Crawlers. We could just change the lyrics on that. I'm feeling kind of lazy.
I never dated one. I seen plenty in this lifetime.
Hey, where's my sugar lizard?
Sugar lizard daddy. Sugar daddy lizard? Sugar
Sugar
lizard daddy.
daddy.
There we go.
Something. My sugar lizard.
Yeah.
I fired my sugar daddy and hired a sugar lizard.
Sugar lizard mama. I gotta still looking, right? Anyway, I think we're starting to have a nice album for our Spock album. I think that's something that
Requiem.
the world can look forward to. Okay.
Requiem for a dream. Requiem for Spock.
Yeah, if I could remember our band name. That escaped me earlier. So
That's okay. It'll come back.
yeah.
So I've talked to a friend of mine, somebody with whom I haven't spoken because they kind of went off on a bender and I can't remember what it was, if it was fentanyl or something, and it was getting hard to talk to them. And I guess after this is one of these people who always lands on his feet no matter how weird it gets, you know? So
Yeah.
after being homeless and um addicted to fentanyl and being revived, you know, enough times for it to just can't go on anymore. And then went to some halfway house and then got a job where he's making $14,000 a month because this is the kind of guy he is. He's built famous buildings. He's like managed projects, building things. I can't say what building because then I wouldn't feel comfortable, but I guarantee you, you know them. Um, but his new job, after all of that, he somehow manages to get hired by an international, maybe Chinese company, wherever he is in the world. And he's building these facilities where they have figured out how to take, like they had smart bombs, like medicine that was a smart bomb that would go and Pac-Man cancer. This is some kind of bi bio nano something that is better than a smart bomb that goes after whatever it is, the cancer, the this, the that. But it's not, I don't know, it's in nano anyway. So these facilities are being built, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Lots
that's
of them.
about 20 to 30-year-old technology. Okay. It's just that
I think
I
they're
think
finally bringing it forward. Is that it?
well, they printed up billions of these little RFID nanoparticle things and then didn't use them. And let's say they were this big and now they're so small you can't even see them. They call it pixie dust or nano dust. And, even that is like 10 or 11-year-old, 12-year-old technology. So no telling where the hell they are on it now. And, if thing about fentanyl, let's call it what it really is, which is Kurt Kirkorvian, the doctor, the death doctor up in Canada,
Oh,
Kirkorvian.
Kevorkian.
KAVORKIAN candy. That's what fentanyl is. It's for people that are trying to get out of this planet, off this planet, and not waiting for a ride on A3I or AI or whatever it is. What do you think? Kevorkian candy. That's a new name for fentanyl. So there.
Sounds like something that could have been a song in the play Rent.
Oh, wait. That could be another song title for our album. Okay. Requiem for Spock, right? Sugar Blizzard Mama. What was the third one? I don't remember. Kevorkian candy. I mean, we're going
Candy.
to have a good album. Maybe we'll be as popular as T. What is it? TK. T and K.
No, no, no. I marked myself safe from that. I marked myself safe from their engagement on Facebook. Somebody marked themselves safe and I copied that because it was funny.
You know,
Self safe
uh,
from Taylor Swift's engagement to
since I'm a expert on relationships, I offer to write the vows for Taylor and Kelsey. How's
as long
that?
as the word dog mark is in the vows somewhere.
Yeah. Dog Mark, I think that's a good
Yeah,
title for
dog mark. That could be another song.
him. Yeah, Dog Mark.
Their wedding theme song, Dog Mark.
I like it. I like it.
When Kelsey lifts his
ChatGPT, do me a song
leg.
called Dog Mark for a wedding.
Yeah. It's like when your husband lifts his leg and makes a dog mark, everybody else, no, that's not where we're going.
Oh my goodness.
Deterioration is real. Wow.
Oh boy, we solved so many problems tonight, right?
We did. Okay. Well, so what else? Like, we're sponsoring the NFL, but now that that engagement happened, maybe we should rethink that and sponsor like the NHL instead, because they've got sticks. They've got
I don't know. I mean, could we come up with a an appropriate since there aren't female, what do you call ice hockey players?
there
Maybe
could be.
maybe we could come up with, I don't know. Who's a big star in Hollywood right now? A girl. Pick one.
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, we could put her up with an ice hockey player, you know, the ones missing the teeth and the scars and everything.
Yeah.
And we could do a remake of Slapshot. There you go.
What about Luke Robitaille? I could get him to do it. He's the father of, it doesn't matter who he's the father of.
Uh,
Luke.
anyway,
Luke. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think I need to go eat some of my apple
Okay, bye.
tarts now. What are you what are you gonna do?
Okay, I need to go eat something because all this songwriting's got me wore out. So,
Uh-oh.
right.
Good night.